Do you remember the first time you went all the way?
Yes. I was probably about 15. Yeah.
Remember where it was and all that?
Where was it? Honestly, it was at a playground. It was weird. Really late at night, you know what I mean? It was with someone that I just started dating, and we were together for 11 years.
After you do it the first time, do you immediately become sexually active?
I did, yeah. Yep, it wasn't like it was like a long period of time between the two. It's like I jumped in and just started swimming.
Just with him, with other people?
I was just with him for quite a while, yeah. And then when I broke up with him, I, kind of gained it was like really refreshing, and I decided to go out and try to, find out what I liked sexually, and I explored quite a bit.
Was that in high school, college?
High school and in college, yeah.
And in high school, did you get a reputation for that?
Nope. Nobody really knew I didn't have sex with anybody at school, so.
Good girl. Yeah. Were you the hit and run type of girl? You
Yeah.
saw dudes, you boned them, you kicked them out?
I was, like, for a minute there. But I'm a very sweet person. People, tend to, latch on even when I tell them, I'm not really emotionally available right now. I'm just really busy focusing on myself. And, they're like, no, it's okay. It's fine. I'm totally fine. And they're not fine with it.
Do you remember the first time you masturbated or gave somebody a blowjob?
Yes. So the first time I masturbated was, extremely young, obviously. That was surprising.
When you masturbated for the first time, did you know what that was? Did it just feel good?
It felt good, yeah. I didn't know what I was doing, really. But I just knew that it wasn't like something like, hey, Mom, you know what I mean? There's this thing I just did, But it definitely felt good, and then I became very fixated on masturbation as a kid, so. It was probably an unhealthy fixation.
You masturbated once a day, twice a day?
It was probably 3 or 4 times a day. It was bad. First time I ever gave somebody a blowjob was at school. It was it was a field trip. It was terrible. I did a really good job, but it tasted disgusting. It was so nasty. I've never had one taste like that ever in my entire life.
Okay.
So I think it was I don't know, we were there's this mustard plant. We were sitting there pulling it up for the field trip. We're cleaning out a lot or whatever. And you must have absorbed it or something, because it was nasty.
The blowjob you did, was that on a dare? Or how does the guy end up with his penis in his mouth?
It's funny, it was a dare. But truthfully, we knew it was gonna happen. You know what I mean? It wasn't really we knew it was gonna happen. But I ended up, we were on the nature trail after school, after the field trip or whatever. And he was like, you've done that before, you're a liar. And I was like, no, I haven't. It's the first time. It's I knew instantly what to do. Probably because I had fantasized about it, so. You
fantasized about giving a blowjob?
Yeah, I really like that, yeah.
So do you enjoy sucking cock now?
Yes.
You consider yourself good at it?
Oh, yeah.
For you, what's the secret to a good VJ? Are you a person spit?
Being in lots of spit and just being into it. You know what I mean? Verbal reassurance that it's turning you on, it definitely helps.
Do you feel a sense of power over the dude when you're sucking his dick?
Oh yeah.
Is that on purpose?
I feel like I'm really dominant when sucking a dick, honestly. It's a weird thing I take over, I take control of the situation for sure. And it feels like, I could make you come right now, or I could wait 5 minutes.
That turns you on.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes I like to drag it on, because, I thoroughly enjoy it.
Because you're a cock tease and you only tease the dude to death.
Yep, yep.
Have you ever used your oral abilities to get something you wanted?
Oh yeah, with a boyfriend, I'm sure. Yeah.
Have you ever been in a submissive situation like that where you get your face fucked and the guy tells you what to do and all that?
Yep. Yeah, I actually like that a lot, yeah.
You like getting your face fucked?
Mm-hmm.
You like choking on cock?
Yep.
Do you like sloppy blowjobs?
Yes, for sure.
Your face lights up. Facials, cool, not cool?
What? Facials? Yep, that's cool. Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer swallowing? You prefer?
I do like to swallow it, but I'm afraid to ever get a nasty cum shot ever again. And all the ones that I have, they were good, and I do enjoy that.
And for you, the turn on when your face is covered in cum, is that a dirty thing to you? Is that a naughty thing?
It feels like a naughty thing, yeah. You know what I mean? Just because it's different, more visible. You know what I mean?
Have you given more than one person a blowjob at once?
Yes, I have. Yep. It was a funny thing, honestly. I was staying at a hotel and I was hanging out with these two older guys, and we're just vibing and whatnot. And it was weird because it was just like, so have you guys ever had a threesome? And they were like, no. I was like, do you want to? It really caught them by surprise, honestly. So like they couldn't get up all the way because I think it was intimidating. They're like, whoa, you know what I mean? We had no idea this was coming, so I can see why. It was a shock for them.
And are you a spontaneous person when it comes to sex?
Yeah, I feel like I am. Spontaneous but safe.
Craziest place you had sex on a whim?
In the car in my front yard. Literally, the windows were down. I lived in like a circular cul-de-sac, and like we just went hard. And it was loud and didn't care who was around really. And then the next few nights, my neighbors were leaving their windows open, and I was like,
But do you like sex in public?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
For you,
it's a rush.
The rush is you're getting watched, or you might get caught.
Both. Yeah. I like being watched for sure, but the getting caught part is always, it's also pretty hot to think about. It would suck if you get caught, but the thought of it is cool.
Do you know what a badge bunny is?
No.
For sake of discussion, you're driving your car, you're speeding, you get pulled over. A badge bunny, you work it out with the cop to let you go.
Oh, does that really work? I don't know. So like, listen, one time I got pulled over. And like I had spilled water all over my pants, so like I pulled my dress, so I pulled the dress up and I was just sitting in my underwear.
Of course.
And like I've totally forgot about it, and he's like hanging in the car, and I can't figure out why he's hanging in the car. And then he comes back and he was like, "Here's your ticket. I have to write you one." He was like, "But fight it." He's like, "You'll win, I assure you." And I looked, and he like messed up the ticket completely. And I was like, "Oh, did I just get away with that?" So that was pretty cool.
Are you a size queen?
No, I'm not. No, I feel like when it's too big, I don't get that release that I want. You know what I mean? So I like pretty average.
As a woman, for you, what is it that gets you going? You like your neck nibbled, your clit licked, your boobies?
Yeah, I love, like I said, to be perved on, but I also just like it when a guy is extremely hard. That is a big turn on. That makes for the best sex ever. It doesn't matter your size.
Hard, or he's just aggressive with you?
No, hard. Yeah, like his dick is really hard. That's awesome. But being aggressive with me is another turn on. But I've noticed that as long as the dick is just like really hard, it just gets me so turned on.
Anal sex. Do you do rim jobs?
I have, yeah. I've done it once in production.
Like it, don't like it?
Yeah, it was alright. Yeah, it was good.
Do you like to have your own butthole licked?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Turn on is just...
Yeah, it is a big turn on, yeah.
Does that typically give you the hint that you might have anal sex?
Yeah, I would say, because if I'm like really into it, the guy is like really hard, I'm really turned on, and they ask for it, it's like I instantly know whether or not I want to do it. And typically, if like he wants it, I can do it.
And you mentioned you like rough sex. Have you shot any bondage films or anything?
I just did actually yesterday, so that was cool. With Dungeon Corp, so.
Did that go all the way into sex, or was that just teasing up to it?
It wasn't, there was no sex, nope. It was like kind of like solo, where like they tie you up and leave you with a Hitachi wand. So that drove me nuts.
You wanted sex?
Huh?
Did you want sex?
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Definitely, I was definitely turned on after.
Do you have any celebrity crushes?
No, not really. Oh, what's his name? Robert Downey Jr.
What would you do to Robert Downey Jr.?
Oh man, I would just love to suck his dick so bad. Like, yeah.
Details.
I don't even know. He's definitely been my favorite for a while. I like older guys. That's my thing. I like older guys, so he's pretty hot, but I don't know what I would do to him. I haven't thought about it too much.
What could Robert Downey Jr. do to you?
Oh, I would let him do whatever he wanted to. Yeah, I would be his submissive, like, I would just love it.
Do you have a bucket list of places you want to have sex?
I would love to have sex on a boat. I know that's simple, but, you know, I've never done it.
Right.
I would say that I haven't had sex in many weird places. So, airplane, but Are you ever going to be able to do that? I don't know. But an airplane would be freaking awesome.
And then you're talking full-on airplane while you're doing that.
Oh, no, like probably the bathroom. Probably the bathroom, yeah.
Can be done.
Yeah.
Well, there's a
I've had a plane all to myself once. It was awesome. Yeah, I was on my way to DC. I was the only one on the flight. Couldn't believe it. I know. I should have did something then. I should have made a video.
Subconsciously or consciously now, do you think about that because you're having OnlyFans or you're in porn that like,
yeah.
I'm sitting in a chair, I should be masturbating.
Huh? Yeah, I would say it comes to mind more. You know what I mean? Because you have somebody to send it to.
Right.
Before, like, you don't tend to make videos, but, oh yeah, I'm going to save this one for later. You know, I do watch a lot of my videos.
Have you ever experienced the casting couch in porn? I don't mean shooting it. I mean, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. NVG, I actually did something like the casting couch. It was like the calendar girls.
No, I mean, have you ever gone to a go-see? You know what a go-see is?
Oh, no.
Production company. You go in there in the production director's office, whatever, and he says, show me your body.
Oh, yeah. They were talking about that. I was supposed to do a go-see this week sometime, right. But they didn't get back to us yet.
Some of the go-sees, you get the pervy guy.
Mm-hmm. Yay.
Like, you're really cute, and I could get you a lot of work if I could test out the goods.
Yeah.
How would you handle that?
I don't know. If it would have to be in the, like, in the moment thing, I might be offended if he's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I would probably be offended, honestly. I wouldn't mind if he, like, perved on me and stuff like that, but to be like, you know, I need to test it out before I can get you shoots, I'd be like, yeah, you're loony.
At this point, is this strictly money for you now?
No.
Do you still have fun with sex?
Oh, yeah.
It's your job, or is it just...
For sure. I actually like it more because it's like part of my job because it makes me money, you know what I mean? Of course. But I still love it very much, and I've talked to other girls in the industry who've been in here for a year or two, and they still say that they very much love sex.
You mentioned social media. What are your Twitter handles, all that?
My Twitter handle is Kitt Lacey XXX, and then my Instagram's Kitt Lacey XX. Somebody took the XXX. I don't know.
Fuckers.
I know.
How much feedback do you get from your fans? You involve that in your...
Yeah, I get a lot of feedback, actually. They're really talkative to me, because like I said, a lot of them are there for my personality. I feel like I rarely get someone in there who's disrespectful or anything like that, and they actually want to know how I'm doing versus just, you know, titty pics and stuff like that. So.
In the past 6 months, 8 months, we've sadly had a bunch of people pass away in the industry, and some of them had passed away from bullying and stuff like that. From what you've seen so far in the business, does this industry put that much pressure on you?
I haven't seen it yet, but I have noticed that there can be a lot of drama between the girls.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But other than that, I haven't yet seen the pressures that other girls experience, and I'm still very new, so I'm sure I will see something.
We joke about that, but is that from competitive purpose, or is that just bitches being bitches?
I think it's just bitches being bitches, honestly.